Right, so Brad, can you talk us your thoughts through the game?
Oh, poor game, very poor game, and it's the only shame that I really feel from it is we've lost it to a. I haven't watched it back, but a goal that was probably 5 yards offside. But we didn't deserve to win the game. I think with the quality on show today, I think a draw is fair. They've not really had any clear chances other than that one that again is miles offside. I didn't really think there was any flow to the game. I think the positives that I take from the game is we've been able to rest players that have been struggling a little bit. But at the same time, when players have came in and it's their opportunity to put the name in the hat for them playoffs, isn't it? And I don't think many people would have came off from that going, yeah, like I've really gave a good account of myself. But I think it shows that some of the players that were that have been playing consistently all year were our better performers today. And I kicked myself up maybe one change that I made, but then I'll keep that to myself. But I thought Kingy was excellent. I thought his distribution was incredible, especially on this surface. It's one of the poorest surfaces I've ever seen. I thought Betsy was fantastic. And then I thought that we showed a few sparks every now and again. So yeah, it's a disappointing day in terms of the result. But as I said to you before, we genuinely don't care who we play when it comes to the playoffs. So now we've made a real uphill task of definitely having away games regardless of what happens, and we've got to go and get some redemption from earlier on the season against Corby.
Obviously, you mentioned about resting players.
Mhm.
Is that the sole reason behind the rotated score today?
Yeah, absolutely. And we had to, and it was nice to be able to do it. Obviously, knowing that the playoffs were there, knowing that as a bare minimum we were going to play away at least at the first game. The result, obviously, I'm disappointed with, but the rotation still should have been enough. Still should have been enough. If we clicked into gear, I think we would have been fine. But the rotation is key because we've got a small squad. We've used the least amount of players in this league, and we needed to make sure that we're looking after people that have got niggles that are really key to us. So we had a few. The positives again is obviously Ev playing a few more minutes today on a poor pitch, which means that's actually good for the body. And then Lockie obviously coming in and playing 45 minutes, and I thought he looked sharp in that second half. So we're ready to go on Tuesday.
Obviously, academy lads on the bench and Oscar playing 45 minutes. What did you make of his obviously debut as such?
Yeah, I think Nervy. Some good stuff, some not so good. But listen, that's what it's about, being able to give people an opportunity on a day like today. If we were second or third and we genuinely had to win to secure that home tie, then we may have had a different selection and we may have pushed the lads through the barrier a little bit more. But when you've got the position that we've got ourselves in, it's a great time to see other prospects for the club coming through. So he's done well in training. I think he struggled a little bit with his knee, which we showed at the end of the second half. But like I say, Caleb, it was more so just for the experience of coming and being involved on a match day squad. So yeah, it's good.
You mentioned how this is one of the worst pitches you've seen this season. Do you reckon that played a part in obviously the loss
massively.
today?
Listen, massively, but it's not an excuse for it because both teams are genuinely playing on this. So there was a way to play on it. I think we got into certain areas pretty well, and then from there, I thought our decisions or our quality wasn't good enough, and that's obviously going to play a factor in the way we play. But at the same time, we still should have had enough, and for them to only score one, and again, it'd be a very controversial goal. A draw should have been enough, but listen, it wasn't. But the positives we take are we're ready for the playoffs. The players are going to be fit and healthy, and that squad that has got to this point this year is going to be ready to go come Tuesday night.
I was just going to finish it with, can you give us your thoughts on going into Tuesday? Obviously, you're confident every game, but is there any other thoughts we've got going into now that we know it is against Corby?
No, listen, I know exactly what they're going to want to do in terms of how to target us. I don't think there's any secrets from them about that as well. But we're going to take the game to them. That's one thing we are going to do. And if we're going to go into these playoffs, we're going to go and do it exactly how we've been doing things this year. and that is we are going to go and take it to them. We're going to play our game, and I made the best team come out on top.
Thank you very much.